So yeah, that little update that I said in the last video about, you know, a new commentary video style thing, that's now up and running. So it'll look a bit different, but it will, you know, we'll get used to it, and then it'll get to the point where this is a worldwide streamed format that will then take over every country on Channel 5, Channel 4, everything. Channel 5 and Channel 4. We can bankrupt Hollyoaks. Anyway, the Las Vegas Grand Prix. Now, to say Las Vegas is an unpopular, controversial, money-grabbing, land-digging, you know, street-made track, you'd be correct. One opinion that I know of is the Formula Fox, the commentator for Apex League Racing, the league that I'm in, the commentator for other row racing things. He owns a row racing team in many other leagues like IFE and other things that I've forgotten. He knows his stuff, quite frankly. And what was his thoughts on the Las Vegas Grand Prix? He thought it was a disgrace to humanity that should be bombed. So, strong opinions of the track, as you can tell. But the racing isn't actually that bad in my opinion. The racing, you know, 2023 in real life, we had a few other stories to talk about that weren't just Max Verstappen starting in first and finishing in first. Charles Leclerc took pole, challenged him a bit for the win. Verstappen got a penalty for shoving someone off the track, which is quite unheard of, let's be honest. We had people, you know, replicating Turkey 2020. We had Carlos Sainz having the most horrible luck since the England football team. We had Sergio Perez, actually in the race, which was unheard of for, half that season since Baku, and is still unheard of nowadays. We had, what else in that race? We had a few other racing aspects that were quite nice. A really long back straight. And also, not just that, in sim racing, I have a few examples. In SRC, in 2020, in F1 23, we had a great battle of just, you should go check that race out, to be honest, on that video. I'll put a link in the description, because that race was bonkers. It kind of reminds me of Baku, that track, or a street circuit version of Austria. Very long straights with very hard, sharp cornering and braking zones. But my question is, if they could hold a race in the streets of Las Vegas and put the world to a stop because of it, where else are they going to go? I know they're all about the money in that, but why not do a race in, I don't know, Corby? Yeah. That would be good. What are we going to call it? The Stella Grand Prix. Oh my god. Yes, the Stella Grand Prix. Here's the layout, ladies and gents, for the Stella Corby Grand Prix here on the EVS circuit. Yeah. Love it. Way better than the Las Vegas Grand Prix. So, I think the winners of this race is going to be between McLaren and Ferrari. I think Ferrari might have the edge, or I think it will be between Leclerc and Piastri, if I'm honest. I think Verstappen's going to struggle with overheating on tyres, as that car can't seem to do tracks with long straights and heavy braking zones without just tearing the tyres apart in the braking zones. I think that we're probably going to get a mixed-up grid, mixed-up quality, because if it's anything like last year, it will be very low on traction, because it's cold surface, slightly newer surface, but not that much newer, and it's also a street circuit, so the grip levels are going to be low, as they were last year, so that will be entertaining. I mean, last year we had Logan Sargent running in the top 7 for, a bit of that race, so anything can happen. I think it's going to be a bit of a lottery event, which is quite fitting for a Vegas. So yeah, that is my Las Vegas Grand Prix preview. And yeah, we'll catch you in the next one. I'll go into gaming stuff soon. I'll do that in another video though. But all you have to know is that I've just done a video, or I've just done a recording of a few races, so I will be commentating on them later on. But for me, that's it now. I'll be heading out in a bit.